Okay, so now this is the last. Well, are we gonna do this article and then I'm gonna address Denzel really quick? I just thought this was super interesting. Right? U.S. court upholds CIA's position on Bola Tinubu's past records. Now, I thought this was interesting, and you're going to see why. We're going to read this, and you're going to see why. Let me make it bigger so y'all can read with me. Okay. In a recent ruling by the United States District Court for the District of Columbia, American intelligence agencies asserted that Nigerians have no right to unfiltered access to information regarding President Bola Tinubu's past, particularly concerning alleged drug trafficking investigations. Now, I want you to see that this is off of MSN. Okay. So this is not some wild publication, because that's what I was trying to find this on a legitimate news source or semi-legitimate. The case, which has sparked controversy, centers around requests for full disclosure from the CIA, the FBI, and the DEA on records tied to Tinubu. According to Sahara reporters, this development stems from a motion filed by Nigerian journalist David, I ain't gonna even try, who has been leading efforts to obtain unredacted information on Tinubu. In a social media post, he reported that the CIA and the FBI and the DEA have submitted a joint together memorandum on Monday arguing against the release of sensitive details on Tinubu. According to him, the CIA's filing included language suggested that Nigeria's sitting president, he is the current president, may be an active CIA asset. Hey guys, you guys that are telling us that we should move to Africa, why should we move to Africa when your presidents are working with the CIA, the FBI, and the DEA? Why? Absolutely not. So I could be in a strange country whose president is already an asset in the same country that I just left? No. Why would I do that? I'm just going to stay here. This is crazy. Speaking of which, pause on that. Speaking of that, hold on. Let me see if did I forget it? Oh, okay. You know what? That's because it's on my thing. Oh, we're gonna play, because speaking of that, that is a very interesting, when they're sitting there telling us, people, there's a lot of people who are disillusioned, who think that there's somewhere to go, that you can run, that you have somewhere to run to and somewhere to hide, and that is not the case. So hold on one second. I want to show you a video, since we're talking about Nigeria. Since we're talking about Nigeria, let's hear from a Nigerian. Here we go.
Want to leave America and try to find those. Leave America and go.
Let's start from the top, okay?
But my original question was so if people want to leave America and try to find those.
Leave America and go where?
Go where?
Back home.
Let's be honest. Go back where? It's not cool back home.
It's not.
My country now is in the economy now is in shambles.
Shambles.
But if
the president is working with the DEA,
I'm an ambassador.
FBI, CIA.
I'm not gonna show the bad parts. I ain't gonna. show the
all the. You're not gonna talk the slum. You're not gonna show the trenches.
No, I go to the trenches. Yeah. I'm from the trenches, but I'm talking about the situation in the country.
They're gonna try to fool us into coming over there, but he at least telling us the truth. They're not gonna show the bad part. So you could be fooled and you could come over there and think that it's gonna be blue skies when in actuality your president is working for the DEA and the CIA and the FBI.
Yeah. Being Nigerians, you know what I'm saying? Like now the exchange rate is messed up. The
money messed up.
Stuff not going well. You know what I'm saying? The economy is just not good anymore. The oil prices are too high. And imagine a country that produces oil. We produce the oil, and we pay more money for oil than a country that's importing the oil.
Make that make sense. Because they don't have any refineries. So they have to ship the oil out, have it refined, and then ship the oil back. Make a refinery. What is happening? Come on. But you know why they're not making a refinery? Because their president is an asset of the CIA, the DEA, and the FBI. That's why.
You know what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that. But regardless, entertainment is one of the things that's made Africa look good. Yeah. We do not have the best leaders. That's a fact.
So, I thought it was interesting that I saw these two things in 1 week. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just super interesting that I see these two things in 1 week. Okay, so let me finish reading. The intelligence agency stance hinges on the national security arguments. The CIA memorandum emphasized that the potential risk associated with confirming or denying Tinubu's involvement with the agency. Human resources can be expected to furnish information to the CIA only when they are confident the CIA can do or will do everything in its power to prevent the public disclosure of their cooperation. Read an excerpt from the memorandum. It further cautioned that exposing Tinubu's potential ties could endanger both him and his contacts, warning that official confirmation of that cooperation could cause the targets to take retaliatory action. In addition to the CIA statements, the DEA argued that while Nigerians deserve transparency from their government, they do not have the right to unrestricted access to their president's personal background. They said, we have the right to corrupt your leaders, and there's nothing that you could do about it. And you better not even ask us about it because we ain't telling you nothing. We oppose full unredacted disclosure of the DEA Bola Tinubu's heroin trafficking investigation records because they do not have a right to know what their president is up to. The agency stated, they said it's none of your goddamn business. The agency's defense echoes a sentiment of safeguarding U.S. interests and partnerships, but the decision has prompted criticism. He expressed frustration with the U.S.'s role in African governance, accusing American intelligence of bolstering terrible leaders and contributing to regional instability. The case highlights the complexity of the international transparency, national security, and public accountability, especially when the sensitive intelligence relationships intersect with public scrutiny. Okay. I didn't want to read all of that. Oh, yes, I did. Okay. Let's see. In response to recent claims suggesting that President Bola Tinubu is an asset of the United States Central Intelligence Agency, Dada, a special assistant to the president of social media, labeled the allegations tragic. Taken to social media platform X, he rejected the assertion, placing it among what he describes as a series of baseless accusations aimed at discrediting the president. If they told you he was a lady, you believed it. They told you Yorubas don't bear Tinubu, you believe. Now they brought you another one. Here you are, as usual, tragic. So I just want to remind people, when they scold us about not voting for Kamala Harris, I find it very interesting that people who come from places where they have puppet leadership that they openly admit are not for the people and that are working with the people that are against them. These people come from places like that, but then cannot understand why we don't want to vote for the puppets. You can't see through the puppets. You got your whole country is run by puppets, and you are still fooled by the puppets. Let me tell you something about us. We not fooled by the puppets no more. Okay, you fooled us with Barack Obama. You not fooling us with Kamala Harris and anybody else you want to bring up here. Okay, you fooled us. You fooled us with Barack Obama's had us fooled. But you see, even Barack Obama said we not even disillusioned by him no more. He came out talking crazy about black men, and black men did video back to back to back to back, telling him to shut the and mind your goddamn business. Michelle tried to come out and talk crazy to us. Michelle, go stand by your man and shut the hell up. Because you sure didn't stand by us. You the biggest traitor. You the biggest FBA traitor there is. One of them. Because you sit there and you stand by somebody who turned their back on us and you was okay with it. You was okay. You loving them. You loving on them. Why he sit there and do what he does to us? You loving on him. So you a traitor. So like I said, people who come from homelands or who come from places that have puppet leadership in place, it is baffling to me that you cannot still recognize puppet leadership. But that's why we not basing what we do on based on what you could see. We basing what we do based on what we see. Now you catch up or don't. Because we done already made moves. She gone. Vanishing Acne by Even Melanin focuses on disinfection without dehydrating the entire face. And a dry face leads to fine lines and wrinkles. We don't do fine lines at Even Melanin. Not only is it pH balanced to skin's natural antibacterial levels, its low pH creates the optimal environment for my 5 favorite ingredients: collagen, retinol, vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, and caffeine. The Vanishing Acne set offers max hydration without clogging your pores, supplying all the sustenance needed for a healthy skin, from the epidermis to the dermis. Vanishing Acne at evenmelanin.com.
Before, after.